Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Joel here, back with another video, and in today's video we are bringing you a top 20 pound for pound YouTube boxing list, or rankings, or whatever you want to call it. So I decided to pick a list of random, well, not random, but YouTubers who box, and or some might call it influencer boxing. And this is the top 20. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Before we get into the video, I just want to say what this list is based on. The list is based on the win-loss, like what their last fight was. Did they win their last fight? Did they lose their last fight? Also, the quality of their opponent that they fought, and not only opponent but opponents that they fight across, like the quality, like how good of a boxer they actually are. Because if you're boxing like some random dude that's boxing for the first time and he got like a 2-week camp, that's not a good opponent. But someone that's been training for quite a long time, that would be quite a good opponent. So in number 20, we got Austin McBroom. Now, McBroom is very lucky to be on this list because his last two fights, he both lost to Gabe. And that injury that he had is a bit dodged. It's a bit dodged. But due to his dominating performance against Bryce Hall, yes, it was a long time ago. I think it might have been a year or two ago. But, there was that dominating opponent that fight. He dominated. Bryce Hall got absolutely slaughtered, which is why Austin McBroom will be 20th. Next up, we got Faze Temper. Now, a lot of people or a lot of Faze supporters might be disappointed in this and might be asking me, why would I put Faze Temper 19th? Well, the loss against Slim is what really did it. Like, Temper, I think, for me, I thought Temper would have won. I really thought Temper would have won. The loss against KSI, I think he was the underdog. He was, so it's not shocking that he lost, but it's more of the manner of how he lost, like a first round knockout. That's quite, I wouldn't say embarrassing, but Faze Temper is much better than that. He's 100%. I think he gave KSI too much respect, but he can easily climb up the list. That's for damn sure. Next up, we got JMX. Now once again, a lot of people might be asking why JMX is so low. The main reason is because he took that long break from boxing. It was like, I think, a 2 to 3 year break that he took. So he was doing some MMA shit not too long ago, or maybe it was long ago, and in his return he lost to leveon, so which is why I put JMX 18th. Next up, in 17th, unfortunately, we got Salt Papi. Salt Papi was higher on the list, definitely, before the Anthony Taylor fight. It's not that I think Salt Papi should be this low, it's just that I think there are fighters in a better position. But Salt Papi can easily be a top 3. Easily. He just needs to fight 2 more fights and he could easily be in the top 3, hands down. Next up, in 16th, we got DDG. Now, DDG was a hard one to rank because I don't know when last he fought. I don't think he's fought once this year. I don't think he fought last year either. I can't remember when last DDG fought. But the thing is, I think he's undefeated. I don't know. I think he's undefeated, which is why I put him in 16th. 15th, we got Walid Sharks. Walid Sharks, but Walid Sharks deserves to be higher, but because of the loss to Deen the Great, is why he is 15th. And he did come back against APAP, which is why he's higher. If he had lost that, he would have been much lower, but he didn't, but he won that match. But just one mistake caused Walid Sharks to lose that match. Like, let's not forget, Walid Sharks dropped Deen. Deen looked surprised as fuck. Deen was shocked. Deen never expected it. And then all of a sudden, I'm expecting Dean. I'm expecting. Well, we all expected Dean to lose, and out of nowhere, I think it was a right hook that caught Walid Sharks. Man, when dropped down, and he got to be fair, he got straight back up. He got straight back up, but the one mistake he did was turning his back against the referee, and that's what caused him to lose the match. And it works on my mind. If he hadn't, I can only imagine how he must have been affected, because I'm not even involved. In 14th, we got Blueface. Now, Blueface, a lot of people might be saying, what the fuck? Blueface? 14th? Should even be on this list? But if you would actually watch the Kingpin tournament, which I did, I watched it, and I saw Blueface, and Blueface looks dangerous. Blueface looks dangerous. This dude got long ass arms, long ass legs. I think he can cover the ring in 3 steps, and I think he's on the other side. So basically, he can take 1 step, punch you, take another step, and by the time you punched, homie is on the other side of the ring already. This guy, I think a lot of people will be surprised by Blueface. I think Blueface needs to box on a Misfits card so that more eyes can, be on him. I don't think a lot of people. Well, there was a fair amount, but once Whindersson Nunes left, that stadium was empty, bro. Yeah. Although Blueface did fight before Whindersson, so there was quite a crowd who did watch. In 13th, we got Leveon Ball. Another reason, I'm just basing his ranking off one fight, because I've only seen him fight once, and it was quite a dominating display against JMX, who is quite an established YouTube influencer boxer. So, which is why I put him up there, and homie's huge, bro. Like on pause, but homie is like jacked, bro. And yes, they do say muscle doesn't win fights, but with that dominating display and with having that athletic style, homie's dangerous. He's definitely dangerous. In number 12, we got Jay Swingler. Jay Swingler, man. Jay Swingler. I didn't know if he should be lower or higher. The reason he should be higher is because I feel like Jay Swingler is slept on. I think Jay Swingler is slept on, especially by me. I think because I haven't actually watched him fight, but I've seen the results and the highlights. But in terms of live, like watching it live, I haven't seen him fight live. And there's only so much you can see with the highlights. You actually need to see the live fight to see what's going on. But he also dropped out of the Kingpin tournament, so I didn't know if that should drop him down, because he's avoiding a fight. But to his defense, his eye did look a bit mad. Not gonna lie, his eye did look a bit mad. So fair play to Swingler. I feel like 12 is a roundabout a good ranking for Jay Swingler. In 11th and 10th, we got this. I'm gonna give 2 positions now. In 11th and 10th, we got Slim and Deen the Great. Now I know a lot of Slim fans are gonna come and be being 6-0. If Slim watches this video, he's gonna tell me, how the fuck am I so low? I'm 6-0. But my guy, the reality is you've commentated on more boxing matches than you've actually boxed in, okay? And that goes to Deen the Great and Slim. I've seen these guys commentate more than they've actually been in the ring this year, and that is fucking disappointing. And y'all motherfuckers need to get in the ring, and once you get in the ring, you will go higher, because you guys are actually good. Okay, you guys are actually good, so you need to be in the ring more often, and you need to that commentating shit, right? Nah, bro, nah. But okay. In number 9, we got Whindersson Nunes. Now, once again, Nunes, I've only seen him box once, which is why he is 9th. The fight against King Kenny, um, will be huge. I think Whindersson is fighting King Kenny. I think so. I think, and then it's Kiba and Jarvis. Yeah, so it's King Kenny and and Whindersson Nunes. I can't fucking wait for that fight. Holy shit! I can't wait for the fucking Kingpin. What is it? Is it the semifinals? Yeah, the semifinal. Oh, I can't fucking wait. And talking about King Kenny, he is in number 8. King Kenny is in number 8. That dominating. There was an upset with King Kenny. I think two is not his last fight. The fight before, I think there was an upset. So that was gonna play a role, but the reason he's higher is because he's more active than some of the people below him. Like he's fought more, which is why I think he should be there. And also he dominated my mate Nate. A lot of people saw it coming, but apparently my mate Nate broke someone's nose with headgear. Although the headgear doesn't protect your nose, but I mean still at the same time, like, you know, it doesn't, you can't just break someone's nose. And I think it was one punch too, not too sure, but I think King Kenny deserves number 8. In number 7, we got Anthony Taylor. And Anthony Taylor needs to have more respect on his name, because that fight against Salt Papi, no one expected it. Absolutely no one. Absolutely no one. Even 3 rounds, I don't think anyone expected Anthony Taylor to have that much of a dominating fight against Salt Papi, and I feel like Anthony Taylor needs to have more respect on his name. In number 6, we got Logan Paul. Now the thing with Logan Paul is he's not active, but the main reason why he is number 6 is because he fought and he actually went the distance with one of the greats, if not the greatest boxer of all time, Floyd Money Mayweather. And talking about Floyd Money Mayweather, deji is number 5. And again, his fight, I think it was against. Now the thing with deji, right? His opponents he's fighting, like Swarms and Fuzi, like, they're not like, Swarm, like, sorry to break it to you, but Swarms and Fuzi aren't on this list. They're not. Deji needs to fight more, better influencer boxers, let's say. But the reason he is 5th is because of that match against Floyd Money Mayweather. I'm just gonna call it Floyd Mayweather now, because that's a fucking tongue twister. And talking about Floyd Mayweather, another guy who sparred him is Jarvis, and Jarvis finds himself in number 4. Now, a lot of people might be shitting on me for having Jarvis number 4, but mate, did you see the fight against Tom Zanetti? No, you didn't. Because if you watched it, you would have seen Jarvis. Jarvis is actually good. Jarvis is actually fucking good. A lot of people are sleeping on Jarvis. I'm telling you this now. Jarvis is actually fucking good, mate. Jarvis is slept on. I think he's undefeated in his boxing career, if you want to call it that. Jarvis is, and I can't wait for the fight against Gib. And talking about Gib is number 3. Gib, and I'm not gonna lie, Gib, you get the Paul and the KSI, and I'm pretty sure you guys were expecting KSI or Jake Paul to be in the top 2, which way around. You weren't too sure, but I'm sure. But Gib is the better of the rest. So you get Paul and you get KSI, and then the guy who's better than the rest would be Gib. Gib is the guy to beat. I think Gib is the guy to beat to get to Jake Paul and KSI. The reason for that is because Gib fought Jake Paul already, and it was just disappointing seeing Gib fight Jake Paul. If it was disappointing for us as the fans, I can only imagine how much disappointed he was. But to be fair, he came back and he's fucking shit up. In number 2, we got KS. Alright, And obviously in number one, we got Jake Paul. Now, KSI fans will be coming at me, you fucking Jake Paul fan, you Jake Paul fan. Reality is, I'm a KSI fan. I've supported KSI not since day one, but I feel like since 2017, 2018, I've been a KSI fan. And I want to see KSI be the best. I want to. But the reality is, Jake Paul's opponents that he has fought has been way better than KSI's. Because let's look at KSI's return. He fought Pineda and Storms. Now, let's say they are two 5 out of 10 boxes, right? Let's just say they are two 5 out of 10 boxes. Like Lil Mabu said, two fives don't equal a 10, okay? But he was talking about girls, but now we're talking about like quality of boxing opponents. Two fives don't equal a 10. They are still both shit, okay? Okay, I shouldn't say they're shit because I haven't been in the ring before, so I'm the last person to be talking shit. Although, I would love to be in the boxing influencer scene. I would absolutely love it. I would definitely, if I were to become a YouTuber, I would definitely be in the YouTube boxing scene. At some point, I would definitely want to give it a try. And then after that, he fought Face Temper. Face Temper is a good opponent, and he absolutely smoked Temper. And then he fought a 40-year-old professional boxer. He's not a professional boxer. I'm sorry to break it to you. He said it himself. Joe Fournier said he's a businessman that boxes. So he's not a boxer that does business. He's a businessman that boxes. And if you've actually seen the highlights, I've actually seen a video of Wade, the Wade concept, showing like highlights of his old matches. This is Joe Fournier now, and my oh my, those look dreadful, boring as fuck. Just look dead, bro. Just look absolutely dead. And if we look at Jake Paul's opponents, we have Tommy Fury. Yes, he did lose. Yes, he did lose, but he did fight an actual professional boxer in his prime before KSI. He's won Tyrone Woodley. He's won Anderson Silva. He's won Ben Askren. Now, the thing is, yes, they are all retired. Yes, they are all old. But at the same time, how many times have we said, if Jake Paul wins Ben Askren, we'll take him serious. What does he do? He wins Ben Askren. If he wins Anderson Silva, we'll take him serious. Although I don't think I think everyone expected him to beat Anderson Silva. But at the same time, Anderson Silva is a Hall of Famer in the UFC. Yes, boxing is a bit different, but at the same time, there is boxing in MMA, you know. Yes, there is grappling and elbows and shit, but you know, there are people and in some matches where they throw punches, which is boxing. So, and then the main reason why he's on the list is because of the Tyrone Woodley knockout. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, man. That good knockout. Bro, and the thing is, with the first fight against Tyrone Woodley, everyone, that last few seconds, if the fight had to carry on for another 30 seconds to a minute, I think Tyrone Woodley would have won. And Jake was fucking lucky for the ropes to be there, for him to be so close to the ropes. If he wasn't, he would have been on the canvas. He would have been on the canvas for 100%. And what would have happened next? No one knows, because that didn't happen and he ended up winning the fight. The second fight, that right hook absolutely smoked Tyrone Woodley. And that is the reason why I think Jake Paul is number one. But now, if KSI gets the Tommy Fury fight and he wins against Tommy Fury, we all know who's number one. KSI will be number one. And I'm wanting KSI to go to number one. And once he retires, I want Deji to go to number one. Because, believe it or not, I am a KSI and Deji fan. Now, I just want to So now at the end of the video, I'm just gonna tell you who I am a fan of. So I'm a fan of KSI, I'm a fan of Deji, and that's all. I am also a fan of JMX, but he doesn't post on YouTube, so I don't know if that counts. Like, I don't know if that counts, but other than that, I'm pretty like much. I try to be as neutral as possible. And yeah, with that being said, I really hope you did enjoy this video. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, be sure to let me know in the comments below to tell me how stupid I am, how smart I am, how a complete idiot I am, and what you think your top 20 pound for pound YouTube boxer or boxers are. And without further ado, it has been your boy Joel. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to like, subscribe, turn on that post notifications on, and other than that, I'll catch y'all